Tonight, the budget and what it means for the capital. What is almost certainly an election year budget. How will it affect the chances of the Chancellor holding on to his Surrey seat? We test the temperature of voters there. Also ahead. Good evening. We begin with the budget and how the government plans on resolving the controversial and costly issue of the HS2 site at Euston. The service may be long delayed and hit the buffers, but today the Treasury confirmed it's banking on private developers to ensure HS2 runs to the central London station rather than the outer suburbs, and setting up a ministerial task force. We'll go through some of the bigger measures in a moment and hear from voters in the Chancellor's Surrey seat on whether he's won them around to secure his seat at the general election when that happens. But first, our political correspondent Simon Harris on the high-speed race to develop Euston. Well, this was almost certainly an election year budget, and the Lib Dems have Jeremy Hunt's seat in sight. Carolyn Sim reports from the Chancellor's constituency in southwest Surrey to find out what voters made of it. And there is, of course, more on the Chancellor's budget on the ITV Evening News at 6:30 with Mary. Next from us, if you're eating right now, what we're about to report and show you may be a little unappetising. Some people living in Teddington and even the local MP believes there is sewage floating in the lock there. Well, Thames Water told ITV News London it's trying to work out exactly what's in the water. Rags Martell has more. Some other news now, and a man from Essex has been charged after allegedly headbutting a football pundit. The first witnesses gave evidence today in defence of aristocrat Constance Martin and her boyfriend Mark Gordon, accused of the manslaughter of their newborn baby Victoria. Both deny all the charges against them. Helen Keenan is at the Old Bailey. And Helen, what did the court hear today? Still to come on the programme. But first, to the alarming rise in the number of young people being diagnosed with bowel cancer and the search for answers as to why. Right here in the capital, important research is happening at King's College London, and as Sam Holder reports, it's the legacy of the late Dame Deborah James, or Bowel Babe as she was known, who died from the disease which may one day save the lives of others. And the signs and symptoms of bowel cancer you should be looking out for are on our website. Just head over to itv.com/London. Now, my guest tonight is an Oscar winner. He's won 2 Tony Awards, 5 prestigious Ivor Novello Awards, a Golden Globe, and to add to his OBE, today he was awarded a CBE for what else but services to music. But before I chat to legendary lyricist Don Black, here are just some, and I mean just some, of his greatest hits. Wow, what a compilation. Don Black, it was lovely to have you here.
It's lovely to see you close up.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, that was just a small section. Diamonds Are Forever, Born Free, The Italian Job, The Pink Panther. I don't even know where to begin with you, but where I am going to begin is what happened today.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, you got to meet... hasn't heard some of the songs that you were part of, that you just made these classics.
No, thank you.
You know, but you're a boy from Hackney, aren't you?
I'm from the East End. And they never lose their twinkle.
Yeah.
When they're 80 and 90, they're still boyish.
Yeah.
Very appealing.
We heard a little bit before, but let's talk about Born Free. Let's just, again, because this was...
All these giants. Yeah. One of the producers hated it.
Well, didn't they think it was a bit too risque, some of the lyrics?
They did.
Yes.
He said... But Shirley said it, Shirley Bassey,
She did.
And it worked.
And it was a hit.
It was
a hit the world over. Listen, you got to work with some amazing people. You also worked with Michael Jackson, didn't you, on Ben? You are about to embark on a tour, is that true?
Well, it's not my tour, it's a tour.
Absolute pleasure, but talking of...
Well, I know, well, we got... Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly.
Oh. Thanks, Sally, and that is it from us. The Evening News is next with Mary, but for now, from all of us on the London team, bye-bye. Have a good evening.